Hey y'all, it's Cara, and I'm back with part 4 of our WordPress Essentials for Elementor series. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to add a blog to your already existing WordPress site using Elementor. As you can see here, we're on the home page of our website, so let's navigate back to the dashboard. The top left, hover over your site name and select Dashboard. Next, what we're going to do is add the content for our blog post. So on the left side, look for post, and then you can go to add post. Here, we're going to add the content within the WordPress interface, not the Elementor interface, okay? So what I'm doing here is I'm just porting in my information for my first blog post, and it's a simple copy and paste. Now, we have the content here, and I also want to make sure I have a featured image. So make sure you're on the post tab here on the right, and you want to select set featured image. Now I have my featured image set. Just for awareness, you'll also want to pay attention to the slug as that affects SEO. And if you want it, you could also set your categories and your tags if you already had those outlined for your blog post. For now, all I'm going to do is publish at the top right, and that takes care of the first blog post. I'm going to add a second blog post so that we can see how they look in a list. I'm going to pause the video for a moment, but what you can do is once your post published, you can select add post here, and it will prompt you for a new page so you can add your next blog post. So give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I've added the information for both of my blog posts. Now, I already had my blog posts written out already. However, if you wanted to add your own information and just type it in within the interface here, you can select the plus symbol here, and you can choose what kind of block you want to add. And you can choose, you can hit browse all. It's at the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a browse all option. And then on the left, you can select what type of blocks you want to add. So you don't have to already have your blog pre-written. You can format it in here if you choose to do so. Mine was just already set up, so I didn't want to have to go through all of that, but just showing you just in case. So I have my second blog post written up here. And just like we did on the first one, at the top right, we're going to select publish. And in my case, I do have to publish. You have to hit publish twice. I didn't say that earlier. Now we have 2 blog posts as an example, just to get us started. So we're going to head back over to the dashboard. At the top left, select your site icon. So on the far left, you want to go to Pages, and then add page at the top. Here, most people will just call it blog. However, for today, I'm just going to say Shaka Insights. That's what I'm going to give our blog the name as, but you can call it blog. You can call it whatever you want. Top right, publish button twice. Now we're going to go back to the dashboard, top left, and look for settings on the in the menu on the left towards the bottom. So you're going to go to settings and then reading. Once you get to this page, you probably already have your home page set as your static page. Now for your post, you want to select the page you just created that will hold your blog post. You want to select that as your post page. Bottom, you select save changes. We're going to go into the Elementor interface to build out our archive post in addition to our single post page. So on the far left, you want to go to Elementor Theme Builder. And from here on the left, what we're going to do first is we're going to add the archive. So you hit the plus button next to archive. It's going to take us into the Elementor interface. And initially it brings up these pre-built blocks for a blog archive. I'm going to select this first layout here because it's straightforward. It has the blog name with the post. So I select that one. It shows you a quick visual. And at the top right of this box, you want to select insert. All right, so now we see the placeholders here for our blog. And as you can see, it already added in the 2 blog posts that I saved on the back end, which is what I wanted. So what we're going to do here first, I don't want it to be called this. So let's update my name here, Shaka Insights. So here, this element is actually our blog post that we already created. So here you can decide how you want your layout to be. Typically 3 columns is pretty standard. So on the left, you can tell it how many columns you want. You can choose your skin if you want cards, if you want classic, and you can see how it will modify for you. I'm gonna keep it as cards because it's just simple. You can tell them how many posts you want per page, and you have all your settings here on the left. So you can go through that and determine how you want things to look. And at the top right, we will publish. Select add condition. I would recommend selecting post archive so they'll know that these are only for blog post of type post. So you select post archive, and then at the bottom right, you select save and close. The publish is happening here. Once that finishes, we're good to go. Want to go to the E over here and select exit to WordPress. And from here, if it takes you back into the Elementor settings pane already, you can select Theme Builder here. Now we need to create a single post. So on the far left, you go to single post, hit the plus symbol, and we're going to be taken into the template to add a single post. This is the actual page that you are reading your post on. Again, it's going to be a template because it's going to have the same interface for all your blog posts. Select this first one. And then we're going to insert at the top right. And here you can see it already pulled in the information from the blog post that I already created on the back end. So I have my title here, the date, the author, my featured image, and then the content of my post. So like now here you can see that the template itself pulled in a previous link where you can go to the previous post. You can also, it also comes built in to share to social media platforms, and then it has related posts, which would be the other posts that you have in your archive. So one other thing that's missing here that is common, but it's somewhat being phased out, but I'll show you how to do it anyway, is adding comments to your blog post. So typically you would have a comment box right at the end of your blog post. If you wanted to do that, on the top left, you hit the plus symbol for elements. And here you're going to look for post comments. So the post comments element, you just drag it and drop it into the editor. Very simple. And then people would be able to leave a reply. If you don't want people to leave comments on your blog post, you don't have to add this element, but wanted to show you how to do that just in case. So you can add your element here to add comments. And there are also other elements you can add if you go to the plus symbol for elements. There are other blog posts you can add if you wanted to have more progress tracker. That's like while people are reading and it scrolls to let you know how close you are to the end. You can add all of these elements under single or specific to your blog post. So just showing you how that works there. We've added the content. So we're going to go ahead and publish here. Top right, hit publish. So we select add condition and you leave include, but for all singular, I prefer to do post. And then leave all as the default setting here. So post all, save and close at the bottom right. Now we have our blog post template and we also have our archive post template set up. So the last thing for us to do is actually add the blog placeholder page to our menu so that we can actually see the blog post. So let's go back to the dashboard, top left, exit to WordPress. Now from here, we want to find appearance and then menus. Now that we have menus, under pages on the left, if your placeholder page isn't listed under most recent, you want to select view all and then select the page that you assign to be for your blog. So for me, it's Shaka Insights. So I select Shaka Insights and then you select Add to Menu. And now it appears in my menu. Don't forget to hit Save Menu at the very bottom to make sure it updates. Now, main menu has been updated, so we can view the site here, top left. And now we can see that we have Shaka Insights added to our menu. So we select Shaka Insights. And voila, here's your blog page. Have your blog page here. You have your post. You can select either post that you want to view, and it takes you right into the blog post page where you can see your blog article. And this is how you add a blog to your site using WordPress with Elementor. Stay tuned. Our final part 5 of our WordPress Essentials for Elementor series, I'll be going through showing you how to make sure your websites are optimized for mobile devices, tablet and cell phones. So be on the lookout for part 5 coming very soon. If this video solved a problem for you, hit the like button. To solve the next one, hit subscribe. Let's keep building.